Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarius, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man, I have a good one for you now. This is the battle, all right? The Lazer versus the Hydra. We go into everything. We go into armor. We go into offensive weapons. We go into a few other things, the perks, some pros and cons with these planes. So let's get right into it. So first of all, the price. The Lazer is $6,500,000. Okay, that's expensive. That's a lot for what the plane can do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's a hefty price tag, especially what we're comparing it to, which is the Hydra. And the Hydra is $3 million. Now the Hydra you cannot steal. You can't just go get. You have to buy it if you want it. The Lazer you can just go pick up from Fort Zancudo anytime. So I just don't understand the price point behind this with the Lazer. If you own a hangar like this right here, you can just go walk out and get one. Let's look at the mods. Neither one of these planes have any mods at all. They're both Pegasus vehicles that you can just store inside your hangar. Only thing you can do is paint them. The Lazer does have the upper hand because it has a primary and a secondary color, so you could do a two-tone kind of paint scheme. Whereas the Hydra just has your primary color, but the nose is darker for all the different types of colors. Why they have it like that, I don't know, but that's just the way it is. All right, now let's look at some of the offensive weapons. The Lazer has your just regular homing rockets. They are not forever fire. They do have a cooldown time. So it's 1, 2, then wait a few seconds, 1, 2, wait a few seconds, and so forth. You've got regular non-homing, homing, and then you have your epic, very powerful cannons. Now the difference with the cannons on the Lazer versus the Hydra is that the double barrel cannons on the Lazer are a little bit further apart than the double barrel cannons on the Hydra. Okay, we'll talk about that later. The Hydra is going to be the same. It has the double firing homing rockets with the cooldown, so it's 1, 2, a cooldown time, 1, 2, and a cooldown. And then it has the epic death ray laser explosive round cannon, 30 millimeter guns on the front. All right, so the same with the offensive weapons. Let's look at some of the defense. Explosive rounds from the sniper rifle. The Lazer takes 2 rounds before it's destroyed. The Hydra is going to be the same, 2 rounds before it's destroyed. However, it did get a buff a while ago, so that's just what it is. So yeah, 2 and 2 for both of them. So far, pretty equal, right? A homing rocket with the Lazer takes 1. And the second homing rocket, the Lazer is destroyed. Okay, now let's look at the Hydra. With the homing rockets, the Hydra takes 1, reloading. The second one, the Hydra is destroyed. So the same with that as well, okay? So it's looking like the only difference right now is a minor paint scheme, and then of course the price. With a regular RPG, the Lazer is destroyed with 1 RPG shot. With the Hydra, 1 RPG takes it out. That's that. So the defensive, the armor, the defensive capabilities are identical with the two planes. Let's look at speed, okay? This is a straight line test that I've built myself. This is my track I've built, and we're just doing this is a straight line test. And you will notice the Lazer is better with acceleration. As we're coming up on the first checkpoint right here, the Lazer has the Hydra beat with the acceleration. Okay. As the race continues, however, the Hydra does catch up. Now the Lazer is lighter, so it allows it to have better acceleration. And the Lazer can also corner better. Not by much, but it can corner better and get inside the circle of the Hydra. So as you see right here, they're very, very close together with the checkpoints. As we come up on the last checkpoint here, this is really interesting. I like this. I like how they're kind of balanced out like this. One's better for acceleration. As we come up on the end right here, the Hydra is overall faster. If this track was longer, you would notice a bigger gap in that finish. But the Hydra is a faster plane in a straight line. It beat the Lazer by pretty much a half second on my course that I have right here. Now, some of the pros. The Lazer, a big pro, is that yes, it can turn very tight. It can turn inside the turning radius of a Hydra. So not by much, but it can. Okay, now it's not the best turning plane in the game, but it's the best turning plane in the game with a tighter pattern with the cannons on there. Okay, like the Rogue can turn really well is also, but the cannons that I have, it's not very, the pattern's not very tight, so it's harder to hit your target. A big pro with the Hydra, it has vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL. That is a big bonus when you're doing, money making, grinding, and missions and things like that. That's a big deal. A con with the Hydra, it does not climb very well. It cannot climb in a vertical very well, and that can limit you with dogfighting against the Lazer. But both these planes are extremely destructive. I mean, they have been reigning. The Hydra has been reigning king for years, okay, and now you can get the Lazer without worrying about getting shot down, and out of your hangar or whatever, and it's going to be the same thing. Now, if I'm going to say which one is better than the other for dogfighting, technically, if you have two pilots with the same, oh, by the way, the Hydra does have dual cannons. They're just very close together, as you can see right here. There is dual cannons. I don't want anybody have any confusion on that. But if you have two pilots with the same exact skill level, technically the Lazer should win. It can climb better, and it has a better turning radius to get inside your turns of the Hydra, okay? So technically the Lazer would win, but that means that the pilots have to have the same exact skill. So the only difference in the variable would be the performance of the plane. Now, if it's just randoms versus randoms, it's going to be a free-for-all. It really does. It's just all about skill, tactics, all this stuff, okay? The big thing that it comes down to for me is the price and the vertical takeoff and landing. And for me, that's why I believe the Hydra overall is a better pick for just everyday use. If you are strictly going to be doing dogfighting, you may want to go with the Lazer, but is that worth it for you? I don't know. 6.5 million, you tell me. Use my strategy of a 5-to-1 ratio. You got 35 million, go buy it. I hope this helped out. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. Stay dangerous. Tylarious out.